Hi Sam, thank you so much for participating in my dysphagia and motor speech evaluation. So dysphagia basically looks at your swallowing process and make sure that it is healthy, and we also look at your speech because it is the same structures and systems that make both of those happen. So if you have a problem in one, you're likely to have a problem in the other. So to start out, I'm going to have you fill out this case history form, which is basically just like any paperwork that you fill out at any doctor. But if you have any questions at all about what something means, just feel free to let me know.
What's today's date? 6.
It's
20.
June 23rd, maybe? I don't know. And it's not...
It's not real, but 22nd.
22nd. I was one day off. It's okay.
Did I really fill it all out? Okay.
Line wasn't long enough.
Yeah.
I'll note that for my next attempt.
That one could be longer too. Referral information, please.
So, of course, you weren't actually referred, but like a patient who actually has, maybe a doctor prefers them, an ENT or neurologist or something.
Okay.
Do you have any communication or swallowing concerns to be noted? Okay. And then this is just relevant medical history and diagnoses. That could potentially impact swallowing or speech.
No.
Okay, then surgical procedures and current medications.
Oh.
And then do you have any other services right now? Any other speech services, language services? Do you see a physical therapist or an occupational therapist for anything?
Physical therapist every day in class.
Okay, well, that
I'm
doesn't
just
count.
kidding.
Okay, so if you don't have any additional services or haven't received any other testing of any sort, you can skip over to the next part. Oh, no, you don't this
Oh,
part.
I thought you said next page.
Next part.
Oh.
That part's really important. Okay. Next page is going to ask the consistency of foods you currently consume, and I believe you're on a regular diet, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So you're just going to circle regular. Next, dentition. You don't have any dentures or anything, do you? Okay, so natural. Do you require any assistance while eating meals? No. Okay, and then you'll just read through these. These are potential concerns of swallowing or speech. If you have any, just check. If not, we will move on. Okay, so the next section is going to get your perception of your current swallow and speech. So it basically has a little rating scale over here. So if you rate it a 0, if you put a check in the 0 box, that means that you don't have a concern at all. And if you put a 4, that means it's a concern all of the time, or it's a very severe problem for you. So just go through that list. There's going to be one for swallowing and then one for speech as well.
phone's getting wet.
That's okay. Okay, and your part is done. So I will take that. Thank you. So the next thing that we're going to do is called an oral mech exam, and it basically just looks at the structures of your mouth, make sure that everything is working properly there, and it's also going to test your cranial nerves, which are what controls those muscles. So we'll start out with the lips. Thank you. So if you could just give me a smile. Lovely, thank you. Okay, then I want you to just open and close your lips.
Wait. Just...
Your mouth, yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay, now what I'm gonna have you do is do a pucker for me. Okay, now I want you to pucker and then smile, like back to back. Awesome. Okay, now I'm gonna put my glove on because I'm gonna get up in your face. So I'm gonna use this tongue blade here, and I'm going to have you squeeze it between your lips. I'm gonna put it right in between your lips. I want you to squeeze. Okay, awesome, thank you. Okay, now I want you to pucker again, and I'm gonna press this up against your lips, okay? Awesome, thank you. Okay, now I'm going to have you puff your cheeks out, and I'm gonna come and touch the side of your cheeks, and I want you to resist, okay? Perfect, thank you. Okay, now I'm gonna look at your jaw, so I'm gonna, again, have you open and close. Okay, good range of motion. Now I'm gonna have you move your jaw from side to side. Okay, this time I'm going to have you bite down on the tongue depressor. Okay. Now I'm going to have you clench your teeth, and I'm gonna grab your jaw and try to like move it, and I want you to resist, okay? Okay, awesome. Now we're gonna do the opposite. I want you to open your mouth, and I'm gonna try to close it. Awesome, perfect, thank you. Okay, moving on to the tongue. So I'm going to have you protrude your tongue. Just stick it out for me. Awesome. Okay, now I'm gonna have you elevate the tongue tip. Okay, now bring it down. Perfect. Okay, now I'm gonna have you move your tongue back and forth rapidly. Perfect. Okay, now I'm going to have you do kind of what we did earlier with your cheek, but this time I want your tongue, and then I'm gonna feel up against it. Perfect, other side. Awesome. Okay, the next thing, I'm gonna look in your mouth real quick, so if you can just open real wide for me. Okay, there you go, perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to have you just hold out for me. Perfect, okay. Now I'm gonna have you go in sequence, okay? Awesome, okay. Now I'm gonna have you go ooh and hold that out.
Ooh. Can you see inside?
No, you're good.
Ooh.
Okay, good. Perfect, thank you. Okay, then I'm going to have you say puh, 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 real fast in a row.
Puh, 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 puh.
Now tuh.
Ta 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 ta
Okay,
ta
now
ta
cuh.
ta.
Okay, now putka.
Putka, 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 putka.
Awesome, thank you. It seems silly, but it's got a purpose, I promise. Okay, So now we're going to take a little break from all that craziness. And while I'm getting some of this ready, I noticed that on your case history, you said you were in physical therapy school. So can you tell me a little bit about that?
I'm studying words right now. Well,
Oh.
suffixes and prefixes
Oh, okay.
for medical terminology.
You have a test coming up or something?
I do.
What is it?
It's on Tuesday.
Tuesday? You feel good about it?
Not really. 'Cause there's probably 4 times as many words to learn than right here.
Well, you got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
All right. Now I'm going to have you read this passage right here for me. Whenever you're ready.
Where? Oh, I see.
Right here.
You wish to know all about my grandfather. Well, he is nearly 93 years old, yet he still thinks as swiftly as ever. He dresses himself in an old black frock coat. I don't know what that is. Usually with several buttons missing. A long beard clings to his chin, giving those who observe him a pronounced feeling of the utmost respect. Twice each day he plays skillfully and with zest upon a small organ, except in the winter when the snow and ice prevents. He slowly takes a short walk in the open air each day. We have often urged him to walk more and smoke less, but he always answers, "Banana oil." Grandfather likes to be modern in his language.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
That's a weird paragraph.
Yeah. Okay. So this is like the speech section. So I'm just checking your speech and everything. So I'm gonna have you repeat a couple words. This is just kind of like to assess your mode of programming and how your brain works. Which sounds, it's not anything. So I'm just gonna have say a word, and I want you to repeat it. Okay? Cat.
Cat.
Catnip.
Catnip.
Catapult.
Catapult.
Catastrophe.
Catastrophe.
Okay, now I'm gonna have you repeat a sentence. We saw several animals.
We saw several animals.
My physician wrote out a prescription.
What'd you say?
My physician
wrote out a prescription.
The municipal judge sentenced the criminal.
The municipal judge sentenced the criminal.
Good thing I'm not testing your memory, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now I just want you to count 1 to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, now I want you to sing the first verse of Happy Birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Caroline. Happy birthday to you.
Lovely, thank you. My birthday's actually in July, though.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just kidding. Okay. Okay, so now we are moving on to swallowing. So first, I'm just going to have you spontaneously swallow, so just dry swallow. Okay?
You did too.
I know. I'm gonna get another one of these. Okay. So now when you do this, I'm just going to put my hand right here, and I'm gonna feel your laryngeal elevation. Okay. So if you'll just do it again. Lovely. Feels weird. Okay. Now I want you to cough for me. Just cough real. Okay, that has to kind of just make sure you're able to clear the airway in case something does go down the wrong pipe. So that's why that's important. Okay. So first I have some water here for you, just in a cup. And I'm just going to have you take a drink of that. Okay, I'm gonna have you take one more drink, and I'm gonna put my hand on your throat again, okay? Okay, perfect. And did that feel good? That felt perfect. Okay, next I'm going to have you take a drink again, but this time I'm gonna do it with a straw. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing again. Perfect, okay. Next, we're going to move to a different consistency. We're going to go ahead and do our puree, which is applesauce. If I can get it open. It would be wrong to have the patient open it. Okay, we're good. You don't have to do a lot. Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now let me look in your mouth real quick.
Didn't hide it away.
I'm checking for residue. Okay, now I'm gonna do this again. Okay, you're done. No more applause. Thank you for doing that. Okay.
Can I get some yogurt or something?
Okay, next we're going to do a mixed consistency. So we have some oranges here, and I know it's gonna splash. If I can get it open. Lovely. I mean, so you have great self-feeding skills is what I'm seeing.
Okay.
Okay. So we consider this a mixed consistency
Why? Just water and food?
because it's got liquid. Solid. Okay, now let me look in. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna feel again. Perfect. All right, thank you. Okay, so that was our mixed consistency. Now we're going to go to our soft mechanical, which is this cracker here. It's weird to be watched when you eat, isn't it?
No, my mouth is all dry.
You want a drink?
No. I'm good.
You can have one if you want one. Okay, now open.
Well.
Oh, it's doing some. Okay. I'm gonna put my hand there again, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. And you don't feel like, you never feel like things get stuck very often. Perfect, okay? And then our last trial.
Dessert?
Dessert, yeah. So if you just take one bite first,
Yeah,
don't
half
eat
and
it all.
half.
Yeah, don't eat
Yeah.
it all at once because I know you can. Notes: coughs while eats, or laughs while eats. Okay, perfect. Go ahead and do that next one, and I'll do this
Last one? Are you finished?
if you want. Eat as much as you want. No, you're good. Take your time. All right, now can I see in there? When you're ready.
It's gross in there. Bunch of Oreo. What?
Okay, now let me see again once you're.
What?
Just let me do it.
Now I want to clear it out.
Well, yeah, I want you to clear it out. Yeah, I want to check and make sure that you can clear the residue. Okay. Now I'm just gonna have you count to 10 again for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And that's just to check that your vocal quality remains the same, because if it has a wet sounding to it, then that means you might have aspirated, but you're good. So that is all. And I do not suspect dysphagia. It looks like you have a healthy swallow and a good speech motor system as well.
Good.
So keep on eating the way you're doing.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.